Hello! Pwede na ba may nag-ano sa ano ko? Wait, narinig ba ako? Wait, testing ulit ng mic, no? Palagi-lagi, no? Oh, I got to the hurry. Blah, 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 blah. Hello? Narinig ba ako na ito? Lakas ang game, no? Alright, where do we go now? Follow Fukshan. Fuka. Shit, narinig ko yung ano. Alright, parating na si Acheron. Kailangan natin mag-ipon. Except lang, di pwede yun. Kasi wala pa ako sa Pinaconi. Hindi ko siya pwede i-free farm. Diba? Angas, magagacha ka tapos di mo rin magagamit. May lagging. Of course, diba? Bumalik lang din yung pawis ko. Right. Ay, nako. Pwede ko ba ito speedrun? Itong storya. Saan ba tayo? Pinapalad tayo. Ang galing, kahit sobrang layo mo, no? Titingin lang siya sa'yo. Ayun, no? The heck? Okay, fine. Fukshan, where are we going?
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it.
Yes, the more they pursued. Ano? Tumigil.
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
No.
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality.
Wow.
Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara.
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
Bingo.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
This smoke can affect us?
Indeed. This demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step at a time.
This is the only way. Is there another way?
Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Right. Alright. Goodbye.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Oh, malapit na pala tayo sa puno. Oh no, they're dead. They're dead. Oh no, they're
Wait,
dead.
Mr. Yoon! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Oh, wow.
Your life is more.
Oh yes, let's get high.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough.
And let's get high. Down.
Time for some hardship.
We have the upper hand. Specimen sighted.
Ayun ang ayaw kong gawin niya.
You know nothing of those survive or be destroyed. There is
Wow,
no
wow,
other
fast
choice.
forward. Boom.
No more playing nice. Dodge this! Enemy targets detected. Commencing research.
Die.
Enemy
Die,
data
bitch,
secure.
die.
Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
What's up, boy?
You're not going anywhere.
Ow. Ow.
Let's
Ow.
begin.
We have the upper hand. Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Time to retreat.
To travel. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me.
Let's
We have
go,
the upper
Mr.
hand.
Yang.
Ready for another? Deep breath. Thanks for the support. You're not going anywhere.
Ito, boy pang
Commencing
hayop. Oh.
support. Want to see what I can do? Commencing research. Here, try this. Thanks for the support.
Ito, naka-atake pa.
Let's begin. Stand down.
Stand down, bitch. I never...
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Do.
No more playing nice.
Time for some hardship.
Enemy targets detected. Deep breath.
Time to retreat.
Let me dodge this. Take this. Rise, Venus. You're not going anywhere.
Ow.
To travel.
Ah, fast forward. Baka masyado matagalan pag
Treatment.
sa isang laban lang eh.
Commencing support.
Time for some hardship.
Enemy targets detected.
Okay, sobrang ganda ni Pela dito ah. Di na sila nag-heal sa Mars truck. Nice. Buti naman na-upgrade ko siya, no? Nice one. Nice one, Pela.
Ready soon.
Ito ba? Smoke emission to the...
Turn it off!
Oops!
Why did you turn it on?
Oh, di ko alam eh. Oh, di ko alam. So... I never know.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. No more playing nice.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
You're not going anywhere. Commencing support. Let me through. Take this. Rise, Venus. Dodge this. Commencing research. Deep breath. Thanks for the support. Travel.
Hilang na, para sure lang.
Timely treatment.
Want to see what I can do? You're not going anywhere.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? Perfect.
Puta, kaasar yun ah.
Let me through.
Leave it to me.
I'm fine.
Here, try this. You're the best.
Puta, ba't si ano lang susyang mo? Set off! What the heck? Wait lang, makamatay si Sushang ha. I never
Data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. You're not going anywhere. Rise, Venus.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support. Commencing research. Deep breath. You're the best. You're not going anywhere.
Let's begin.
Alright, tanggalin natin yung buff.
Specimen sighted.
Wala na tong Mars truck, no?
Dodge this. Enemy targets detected. Perfect. Here, try this.
Nice, ooh. Nice, ooh, guys. Nice, ooh.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Sino yun? Sino sa harap nun? Okay, baka may mangyayari dito eh. Wait lang ah. Wait
Yay!
lang.
We did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Teka lang. Baka boss battle to eh. Wait lang ah.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
Wait lang, ayan. Heal. Baka naman kung ano to. Baka boss battle to. So, mag-ready lang tayo. Actually, wala na tayong buff eh, kundi si Lynx lang eh.
So, You succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons.
Yes.
Unimportant. The inevitable
Ganda
is
mo, ah.
already
Sorry.
upon us.
Don Shu. It's you.
I
Who?
have met you before in my capacity as chief alchemist, master diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these
If evil, why
transgressions during your reckoning.
Sorry.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Lafu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine, how
Oops.
far the Xianzhou has
Pinat ko
fallen.
bigla.
We consent to be commanded by the devilish
Commanded.
option. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful.
Di ganun kaganda ang
I
immortality,
do not
ah.
blame you
Remember.
for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Oh. Sana tama yung element ko.
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials will feel.
Let me through. You're not going anywhere.
Ay, babaan lahat.
Time for some hardship.
Ayan, mamaya na yung kay Welt. Ow.
Nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
To travel
Time to
Want to
retreat.
see what I can do? Ready for another? Perfect. Deeper. You're the best.
Ito ang lambot ni Sushang.
You're not going anywhere.
Si Sushang nang talaga inatake, oh. Ayop, eh.
Commencing support. Commencing research. Let me through.
Time for some hardship.
Enemy targets detected. Here, try this. Thanks for the support. You're not going anywhere. Ready for another?
No more playing nice.
Let's begin. Stand down.
Stand down.
Wanna see
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Dodge this! Take this! Surprise Venus!
To my heart's content, punish me.
Oh,
Leave it to
you
me.
can use abilities that dispel buffs. Ito nga mo ah.
Commencing support.
Wait, what? Ano yung nilagay niya sa akin? May story talaga siya. Buwasan muna natin sila. Aw, puta si Pela. Puta, wait. Putang ina mo ah. Okay, switch. Switch. Switch natin si Sushang. I never know where to go. Where's Dunhing?
Mr. Yank, do you have...
No, wait, I don't. I never know where to go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da.
This will strengthen our position.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
So, Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the celestial
Ang lambot niya, no? Pela.
Time for some hardship.
Enemy targets detected.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Perfect. Here, try this! Thanks for the support.
Fighting is meaningless.
Stand down.
Ready for another?
Kaasar yun ah.
To travel. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me. Time retreat.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Time for some hardship.
Specimen sighted. Here, try this!
Time retreat. Let's begin. Stand down.
Ready for another? Deep breath. Thanks for the
Chill
support.
lang.
Commencing support. Here, try this!
Links, heal lang.
I'm fine.
Ready for another? Deep breath.
Time retreat.
No interest.
Stand down.
Enemy targets detected.
Too late.
Here, try this!
Heal lang, Links. Heal lang.
Let's begin.
Revealed in an instant, the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Thanks for the support.
Fighting is meaningless.
Leave it to me. I won't go easy on you.
Oh! Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
Putang ina. Oh shit.
Stand down. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Ready for another? Commencing research. Deep breath. Thanks for the support.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth
Okay,
of
dang
life
heng,
and
bago ka
death,
mamatay.
the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Don't worry about me.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Shit.
I've no interest in conflict.
Let's begin.
Commencing support. Deep breath. Thanks for the support. To travel.
Don't worry about me.
Ay puta.
Enemy targets detect. Ready for another?
Paano to? Wala dito pwede. Ay, naku, ilang ulit na naman tayo. I never know. Ay, naku.
Upgrade configured.
Ah, shots. Wait, nagsistock ba?
So, you succeed. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Time for some hardship.
Commencing support.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl. Perfect. Here, try this. Hello, a throw for you. Time to twirl. To travel. Thanks for the support. Time to twirl. This big diamond, it's all yours. Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? Perfect. Deep breath. Hello, a throw for you.
Time for some hardship. Let's begin.
Something bit me.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support. Commencing research. Here, try this. Honored to meet me.
Let's begin.
Time to twirl. Enemy targets detected. Deep breath. Thanks for the support. What are you looking at? Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Leave it to me.
To travel. Thanks for the support. Ready for another? Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stand down.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Doo-doo-doo.
Perfect. Deep breath. Honored to meet me. Ready for another? Here, try this.
Time retreat.
To travel.
Time retreat.
Commencing support. Commencing research. Deep breath.
Time retreat.
What are you looking at? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Your lifespan is defined and
You
fade.
know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Specimen sighted. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Here, try this. How appropriate.
Let's begin.
Commencing research. Honored to meet me. To travel far away.
Tingnan mo.
How appropriate. Deep breath.
The fuck? Level 58? What the heck?
Time to twirl.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing research. Here, try this. What are you looking at? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Time for some hardship.
Deep breath.
Leave it to me.
I think something bit me.
Ay, nako. Tangina, ba't ganun? Tangina, ba't level 58? Ba't level 58 siya? I think dahil kasi tumaas yung equilibrium ko, no? Ay, nako. Dahil kasi tumaas. Ano ko yung maging kalaban ko? Level 4, nasa level 48 lang eh. Ay, nako. Ay, nako. No. Right, mag-upgrade muna tayo ng level hanggang mag-level 60. Alam ko dapat level 49, 8, 48 lang yun eh. I think umiba dahil nag-upgrade ako ng equilibrium. Ay, nako, dapat pala di mo na ako nag-upgrade. Ay, nako, nag-upgrade tuloy yung kalaban din. Ayop. Sige, kalaban. Ba naman dun? Oh, binago. Nagbago. Oh. Oh, Argentine. Alam ko, buff lang to si Runway, pero try natin to si Argentine. Argentine.
Lend me your aid, Mr.
Malakas ba to?
This storm shall pass.
Wait, ano yung element mo? Ah, physical.
Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Stand down.
Specimen
Wretched and fleeting.
Time to twirl!
Until I see. I will
Oh.
protect all beauty.
Time to twirl!
What the heck? Magkakaroon na siya agad ng burst.
Let's begin.
Here, try this!
My oath is to a solid. Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Until I will protect all beauty.
All beauty.
The storm shall pass. Timely treatment. Wretched and fleeting.
Time to twirl!
Leave it to me.
Honored to meet me.
Beauty is eternal.
Time to twirl!
Until I will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl! Commencing research. Deep breath. Appropriate.
Stand down. Wretched and fleeting. I will protect all beauty.
Wait lang. I never know.
There's still room for improvement.
So, 5. Okay.
Will you surprise me? The fight is set.
Time to twirl! Here, try this!
Ay, shot si Blade. Oh, sorry.
Failed to send you. Will you surprise me? Your end approaches.
Time to twirl!
Stand down.
Deep breath. Appropriate. Travel. Appropriate. Time to twirl!
Let's begin. Will you surprise me? The fight is set.
Time to twirl! Here, try this! Honored to meet me. Gotta stop the bleeding. Time to twirl!
Oh.
surprised? Your end approaches.
Time to twirl!
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Specimen sight. Deep breath.
I will dispatch you. Fail to send you.
Sakto na ba yun? Or kulang pa ba? I need 5. Ayun.
Nice to have new survival skills under my belt.
On every way, so. Da-da-da-da. On every way. Wala na, ubos na. Okay, punta tayo sa artifacts. Ay, nako.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
Time to twirl!
Stand down.
Perfect.
A blade knows no mercy. I will dispatch you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Commencing research.
What do you hit?
A blade knows no mercy.
To travel.
Timely treatment. Your end approaches.
Time to twirl!
Let's begin.
Here, try this!
Unnecessary. I failed to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Alright.
A blade knows no mercy. Fight is set.
Time to twirl! Specimen sighted.
I will dispatch you. Failed to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, baby, baby. Don't look away, only I can be crying. Ay, next ice. Raise your hand up and go. Ay, ano yung recommended sa kanya? Reduces damage at the beginning of the turn if the variance is equal to or less than 50% HP. Really? Really? Marami na ito? Ano yun? Reduce damage taken. Reduce damage taken by 8%. Okay. Saan yun? Reduce damage taken by 8%. I didn't know na may ganito si Pale. My god, man.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Time to twirl! I think something bit me. Here, try this!
Let's begin. Failed to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me. A blade knows no murder. Fight is set.
Time to twirl! To travel far...
Unnecessary.
I won't break. Deep breath!
Leave it to me. Stand down. Failed to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Increase quantum damage.
I
I will your end approaches.
Time to twirl! Specimen sighted. Here, try this. How appropriate.
Failed to set you. That paradise, savor it for me.
Kung pala naka-base yung heal ni ano?
A blade knows the fight is set.
Time to twirl! Deeper! To travel!
Let's begin. Stand down.
Honored to meet. I think
A blade knows no mercy. Failed to set you.
time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
You don't have. I can say all right. Increase their max HP by 50 of Link's max HP. Increases their max HP by 5% per of Link's max HP plus 25. The target ally's character on the path of the strike, persevering the chance to be attacked by enemies with greatly increase. So their HP and this of Link's max HP. Pili ko kulang pa rin eh. Um, oh my god. Gagacha ko si Akuron, tapos puta ang tagal-tagal ko pa makapag-progress. Pag Genshin, sandali lang. So, ibang iba talaga sa ibang iba sa Honkai. Oh, shuts. Tatagalan talaga ako ah.
Upgrade configured.
Elevate your head. Oh my god.
So, you succeeded in doubt. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Thanks for the support.
Time to twirl!
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets detected.
Oh dear. Time to twirl! Perfect. What are you looking at? Specimen sighted. I won't break.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call. Punish of the Arbor.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Specimen sighted.
To travel. Thanks for the support.
Here, try this!
Thanks for the support. Ready for another?
Honored to meet me.
Ay, lagaw.
Commencing research. Deep breath.
Let's begin.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
What are you looking at?
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Perfect. Here, try this!
How appropriate.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Ready for another?
Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Nature to my heart's content.
Commencing research. Deep breath.
How appropriate.
Punishment of the Archvine and
Let's begin. Stand down.
Commencing support.
Here, try this!
How appropriate.
nature of
To
immortality.
travel.
Timely treatment.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets detected.
Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
How appropriate.
Time for some hardship.
Commencing research.
Ready for another?
Oh my god. Hindi ko na ako lagi mag-uminom ng crit-rate ah. Crit-rate pati pang defense. Gawa nga tayo lagi.
The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly?
Wait, what?
I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Wait, what? Ting yun?
What a shame.
Ting yun?
It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction.
Uy, buta.
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Hello?
I am Lord Ravager Fenty.
Oh shit.
Let's begin.
I have come with a single purpose. To set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Di ko kaya to.
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Deeper. How appropriate. To travel. Thanks for the support.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl.
Shit, puta.
Time to twirl. Ready for another? Oh dear.
Leave it to me.
What are you looking Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Let's begin.
Ay puta, di ko to kaya.
Leave it to me.
Shit! So, ano gagawin natin dito? Ay, nako. Puta, mas okay. Pagdating sa story, Genshin talaga. Kasi sa Honkai yung character. Ano yun? Right, I can't act. Hindi ako pwede yun. Ay, nako. Puta, nagulta ko doon kay Ting yun ah. Ay, nako. Ay, nako. Ay. I think hindi na kailangan masyado i-upgrade agad sa level 70. I think yung artifacts pati yung traces ang kailangan natin i-upgrade. Oh my god. Right, let's farm artifacts. Ay, nako. Hindi na naman pag-progress ng story. Grabe, ilang months pa ako makapag-progress na ito.
Your end approaches.
Time to twirl!
Ito, di pa na one hit.
I won't break. Commencing research.
Wala ako ngayon ah.
Honored to meet me.
Wala ako ngayon ah. Ito ngayon ah.
Well timed.
Hindi ko araw ngayon ah.
Failed to send you. I will dispatch you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Let's stand down.
What are you? Here, try this!
Unnecessary.
Sagacious discernment! Honored to meet.
A blade knows no fear.
Hindi ko araw ngayon ah.
To travel.
Unnecessary. The fight is set.
Time to twirl! Deep breath!
Leave it to me.
I will dispatch you. Fail to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
That's beat.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Time to twirl! Here, try this! How appropriate!
I will dispatch you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl! Deep breath!
Let's begin. Stand down.
What are you looking at?
Too little. Fail to send you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
The fight is set.
Time to twirl! Here, try this! How appropriate! Honored to meet.
A blade knows no fear. Fail to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me. I will dispatch
To
you.
travel! How appropriate!
Kamali ako.
Deep breath!
Stand down.
Your end approaches.
Time to twirl! Commencing research. Here, try this!
Leave it to me.
What are you looking at? How appropriate!
A blade knows no mercy. Too little. Fail to send you.
Time to twirl!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Right, we can't progress sa story dahil hindi na makapag-isip.
Stay.
Ay, nako.
Let's begin.
Time to twirl!
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! Commencing support. What are you looking at? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Specimen sighted.
Leave it to me.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Enemy targets detected. Time to twirl! Hit! Gotta stop the bleeding. Commencing research. Here, try this.
Let's begin.
Commencing support. Specimen cut. Time to twirl!
Leave it to me.
Honored to meet me.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Piling ko okay na sana kung nakuha si Jeopard sa 5-star.
I think enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Commencing research.
Let's begin.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Specimen sight. We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Commencing research. Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Time to twirl! Enemy targets detected. What are you looking at? Specimens.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Perfect. Here, try this. Thanks for the support.
Let's begin.
Time to twirl! Commencing support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl! Hey! I'm breaking! Commencing research.
Leave it to me.
Enemy targets detected. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! I think so. To travel. How appropriate.
Let's begin. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
We have the upper hand. Honored to meet you. Time to twirl!
Leave it.
Time to twirl! Commencing support. Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Alright. Okay natin. Tayo makapag-progress sa story. Ba naman yan? Daya naman.
Commencing research. Deep breath.
Let's begin.
Enemy targets detected. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Stand down.
shits. Alright.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches. I will dispatch you. A blade knows no mercy.
Minsan, ako na mas makit yung tenga ko.
Fail to send you. The fight is set. I will dispatch you. Your end approaches. A blade here. I will dispute. Fail to send you. The fight is set. Savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Stay.
Specimen sighted.
Leave it to me.
Commencing support. Not good.
That won't stop me.
Enemy net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl. Commencing research. Deeper.
Thanks for the support. What are you looking at? Ready for another? I'm breaking! Time to twirl! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Perfect! Here, try this! How appropriate! Enemy targets detected.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! Oh dear!
Let's begin.
Time to twirl! Ready for another? Specimen secret!
Time to retreat.
Honored to meet me. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Perfect.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl! What are you looking at?
Let's stand down. The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
No links. It's no reddish. The heck? No.
Leave it to me.
We have the upper hand. Time to twirl! Time to twirl! Commencing research.
Let's begin.
Your end approaches.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Leave it to me.
Honored to meet me.
Well timed.
Time for some hardship. Stand down.
Time to twirl!
A veil to send you. I will dispute that paradise. Savor it for me.
Time to twirl! Deep breath!
Unnecessary.
Let's begin.
What are you looking at?
The fight is set.
Time to twirl! Perfect! Time to twirl!
A blade knows no mercy. Failed to send you. Your end approaches.
Time to twirl!
Leave it to good.
Time to twirl!
I will dispatch you. Of that paradise, savor it for me.
Time to twirl!
Failed to send you. I will dispatch. The fight is set.
Time to twirl!
A blade knows no mercy.
Time to twirl!
When using next skill ultimate, press continuous hitting the target area for 2 turns. Return the target area by amount of HP. Try lang na. Try lang natin. Talaga, gusto ko talaga mag-progress na sa story. Gusto ko na makapunta sa Penacony. Sa akin kasi naka-base ka, turn-based kasi ito eh. Grabe, nagre-regret tuloy ako na hindi ko tinuloy yung pag-Honkai nung nag-format na ako. Normat ko to, tapos tinamad na ako mag-download ulit eh. Sayang. Nakaka-asar to. Gagi. Nakaka-asar to. Hindi man lang ako makapag-progress. Ayun ako.
So, Master Divine, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no choice. Time for some hardship.
Time to twirl! Commencing support. Oh dear! Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Time to twirl! Time to twirl! Enemy targets detected. What are you looking at?
I'm fine.
To travel far. Thanks for the support. Deeper. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me.
Honored to meet me.
Let's begin. Nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing research. Here, try this. Thanks for the support. Time to twirl. Ready for another? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Commencing support.
Ow.
Commencing research. Here, try this.
Timely treatment.
Enemy targets detected.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Travel far. Specimen sighted. Deep breath. Thanks for the support.
Stand down.
Ready for another? Oh dear. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Here, try this. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me.
Commencing support.
Never know.
What are you looking at? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Deep breath.
Timely treatment. You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy targets ready for another. Commencing research. Here, try this.
Timely treatment.
Honored to meet me.
Right.
I won't go easy on you.
Commencing support. Ready for another. Target specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Time to twirl.
Ito si Walt na yung inaatake niya.
Here, try this.
Timely
To
treatment.
travel. Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Specimen sighted. Deep breath. Enemy targets ready for another. Oh dear. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Commencing research. Here, try this. Oh, a throw for you.
Stand down.
Commencing. What do you look... Deep breath. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me.
Ready for another? Here, try this. Oh, a throw for you.
Your life's ends defines and veins.
Deep breath. Oh, a throw for you. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Reaper!
Let's begin.
Travel. Thanks for the support. Ready for another? Specimen sighted. Here, try this. Thanks for the support.
Entangle!
What are you looking at?
Why? Shoot.
Oh my god. No.
Shame.
Ito na. What a shame!
I am Lord Ravager Frontier.
Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counter.
I have a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Cienjo.
Miss Ting-Yun is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Commencing research. Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Time to twirl. Time to twirl. This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl. I won't strain. Here, try this.
Links, mag-heal ka lang.
Leave it to me.
Enemy targets ready for another. Honored to meet me. Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Links, heal lang. Heal lang, Links. Heal lang.
Let's begin.
Here, try this.
Timely treatment. Stand down.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Commencing research.
Let's begin.
Time to twirl. Commencing support. Do you know who I... This big
Heal lang, Links. Heal lang, Links.
It's all yours. Time to twirl. Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Enemy ready for another.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Supernova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand.
Commencing support.
But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage,
Ngayon yung sasalita habang nagano.
sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon. I have
Puta, nakalock on kayo, no?
I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain.
Timely treatment.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Enemy targets detected. What are you looking at?
Boom!
Fine.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! Ready for another? Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Let's begin.
Commencing research. Here, try this.
Timely treatment.
Commencing support. I won't break. To travel.
Timely treatment.
Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
We have the upper. Ready for another? Honored to meet me. Here, try this. How appropriate.
Let's begin.
Ah!
Data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Deep breath.
Timely treatment.
Ready for another? What are you looking at? Specimen sighted. Here, try this. Enemy targets detected.
Boom!
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Hindi ko seedlings yung sarili niya para extra help.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl! Perfect. Deep breath. Ready for another? Here, try this.
Heal lang, Links. Heal lang, Links. Ang lambot ni ano, no? Ang lambot ni Herta.
Thanks for the support. Deep breath. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You know nothing of the weight behind this. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing research. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours.
Okay, naka-welt na siya, hayop.
Ready for another? Specimen sighted. Here, try this. Thanks for the support. Honored to meet.
Ay, sakto.
We have the upper hand. Commencing
Take it.
research.
Take it. Take it. Is that the end? Ayoko na to.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
Oh my god.
What was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go?
She's dead.
Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
She's dead.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
Damn, so knowledgeable.
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved, but there was no indication that Ting Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
That is to say, Ting Yun.
You're saying that the real Ting Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a starship to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Alright.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our nose. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Ano ba? So, bali ang leg ni ano eh. Ting Yun eh. Kita mo yun? Bali ang leg eh. Actually, parang sobrang suspicious na siya nung kinalaban ko yung deer. Yung deer na nag-heal, sobrang suspicious na Ting Yun eh. A little while ago. Oh, sila ano.
This is...
Pila ko sobrang ganda healer si Luocha, no? Ang ganda ng heal niya eh.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Where are they? Let's go with them. Homies got some really big crucibles. Ah, shucks. Wrong signal.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Watch lang. Leave the healers market on their own. Talk with people in the market to understand what is happening. I think I know what's happening.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
Oh. The heck?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vtuber. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Oh, shucks. Well, umalis na sila eh. Sa trial.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vtuber helped to construct contain
Oh, sabihin ito siya.
cloud hymn magic.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
My god. Kids. Sorry.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were, it seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Alright. Oh, Titanic oh.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
Kaya naka-contacts lagi si ano. Sa reunion.
You're here.
Reunion.
It's time to pay the price! It's time!
Oh, dahil
You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Oh, Yang Ging. Yang Ging.
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop!
Paano grabe lumapit si Blade. Uy, nako.
You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the vtuber. Phvtuber.
Oh.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Wait, sino gagamitin ko? Wait, what? Sino gagamitin ko?
I've heard of you in phvtuber. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
What the fuck? Ba't kasama ko si Blade?
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of
Parang
the
gamit...
way! Do not be afraid.
Paano to? Destroy a friends to dismantle the... Okay. Oh.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Oh, shuts. Ba't hindi ganito yung Yang Ging ko?
Fail to send you.
Ow.
Surrender!
I sense a storm.
Blade, do something.
Afraid to hurt the boy.
You're all in on it!
Too little. Fail
wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Ooh.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
Tabak, ba't di ka to kalakas yung Young King ko?
So familiar. Did she teach you?
Jinglu.
You deserve no mercy.
Ano ko lang konti yung story eh. Tapos enhance lang heng inhibitor na yung basic attack for up to 3 consecutive times.
I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
I feel
Ay, nihiliti si ano, Dangheng. Nihiliti siya, so ano yun, papalta ko si ano, si Welt.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Oh. Jingyuan.
Jingyuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Shut up, boy. Sumasakit na. Di ako pwede makatagal. Di ako pwede tumagal. Sumasakit na yung tenga ko.
It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Ow, 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 ow.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water. An exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Don Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
Dang man, angas mo na.
Look. Your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go!
Ay, pwede ko rin gamit si Jingun. Oh, never mind. Oh, tama.
Search. Celestial Dragon.
Shit.
Let's make it quick.
My turn.
Heaven Search. Cloud-bearing Dragon. Rise!
This is our chance.
Here is thunder!
I told ya I could fight.
Is that it?
That it? Was like...
Heaven Search. Celestial Dragon.
What about this?
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Time for the Radiant Spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Ow.
Heaven Search. Cloud-bearing Dragon. Rise!
This is our chance. Batter up!
Here is thunder!
You have the worst luck with me out here. How can we lose?
Heaven Search. Celestial Dragon. Quick!
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken!
Conflict is pitiless.
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of Divine Foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife. then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests.
Yes.
When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt.
Ah,
The
shit, di ko
Luofu
na
is in
kaya.
your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to
Narinig na ba ako neto?
Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Dan Heng?
Come on, but remain still.
Thank you, Don Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Oh, it looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... the statue... Is that Don Hung's brother?
Nope.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the phvtuber have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Oh, open the road to the Ambrosial. May ganyan na yung makainin tugtog hayop. Shit. Sige, Honkai, i-hype mo pa ako, harp. Oh, yung Honkai, hype mo pa ako, hayop. The inhibitor Lune arrives.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age past. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Vantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Alright. Di ba natin pwede gamitin? Di ba natin pwede gamitin si Don Hao? Di pa ba? Di pa, no?
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
Use Scale-Gort Waterscape to seal the armor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talents, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace.
Oh shit.
Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
What the heck?
For the vtuber, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
What do we do here? Sabi mo na lang, like, kasi sa can be removed.
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the Three Talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Touch.
Those seals you mentioned. Hey, check it out! The bases of these stone lanterns are different.
Para malalaman ko ano yung pipindutin ko. Oh, 2, 1. 1. Two. Third one. I think tapusin na tong puzzle na to. Tapusin ko na tong puzzle na to at okay na tayo. Hindi na kinakayanan ng tenga ko. Sumakasakit na. Baka masugatong pa ako.
It worked.
General, did you hear about...
Shut up. She's dead. Move on.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Specimen sighted.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl. We have the upper hand. Commencing retreat.
Ow.
Time to twirl. Specimen sighted. Deeper.
Let's begin.
Enemy target ready for another.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Commencing research. Here, try this.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
We have the upper hand. What do you look? Time to twirl. Deeper. Thanks for the support. Commencing ready for another.
Let's begin.
All right.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
May nakikita pa akong mga chest dun.
Stay.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Time for some heart.
We have the upper hand. Oh dear! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl.
Tanggalin natin.
I think something bit me.
I'm fine.
Trouble.
Time to retreat.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl. This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
Time for some hardship.
Time to twirl.
Ow.
Enemy targets detected.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing research. Deeper.
Let's begin.
Ayan, ganda ni Pera dito.
Specimen sighted. Here, try this.
Time to retreat. Leave it to me.
Enemy targets ready for another. Come on.
Leave it to me.
Specimen sighted. Deeper. How appropriate.
Let's begin.
Commencing data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Here, try this. Thanks for the support. Commencing support. Ready for another? Oh dear. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Perfect. Deeper.
Timely treatment.
We have the upper hand.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Oh dear. Time to twirl.
for some hardship.
Time to twirl! Enemy targets detected. Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl! To travel.
Sakit.
Timely treatment.
Ow.
We have the upper hand. Honored to meet me. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours. Time to twirl. Deeper. Thanks for the support. To travel.
Timely treatment.
Commencing support.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Oh dear.
Leave it to me.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Commencing data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl.
I'm fine. Let's begin.
We have the upper hand.
Natitibay, no? Level 63 pala. Ayop.
Enemy targets.
Level 63, man. Hindi ko kailangan ko ipa-level up yung mga characters ko. Yung relics. Yung relics nila ang kailangan ko ayusin.
Stay.
Do you know what? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Time for some
Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. I think something bit me.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl!
Putang ina. Ano kasi si Lynx kasi inaatake lagi.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
Let's
Do you
begin.
know who this big diamond?
Si Lynx kasi lagi inaatake. Wala na bang ibang pwede atakihin kaysa kay Lynx?
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Stay calm, Lynx.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Honored to meet me.
Let's begin.
Commencing research. Deep breath. Thanks for the support.
Leave it to me.
What are you? Specimen sighted. Here, try this. To travel. How appropriate.
Let's begin. Stand down.
Commencing support. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Perfect. Deep breath.
Leave it to me. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing research. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Let's begin.
Specimen sight. Ready for another? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Commencing research. Here, try this. Thanks for the support. To travel.
Time
Honored
retreat.
to meet me.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Specimen sighted. Deep breath.
Time retreat.
Enemy targets. Here, try this. Commencing support. Ready for another? Oh dear. Deep breath.
Let's begin.
Enemy target. What are you looking at? Do you know who? This big diamond. It's all yours.
Oops.
Leave it to me.
To travel.
Time retreat.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Commencing research. Here, try this. Thanks for the support.
Let's be good. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Specimen sight. Deep breath.
Time retreat.
Honored to meet Commencing research. Here, try this.
Time retreat.
Alright, better artifacts.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
Oh shit. Sira na yun dito. May gold decoration. 1, 2, okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on?
Oh.
I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
3.
Okay, let's head to the third seal.
Okay, huwag na tayo din. Okay, dito na ako titigil. Kailangan ko muna mag-farm ng mga artifacts na ito. Ay, nako. Shut. Alright. I'm out. Diretso na. Sumasot na yung tenga ko. Ayoko na. Ay, nako.